Let's get it. Well, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tay. I got my wife, my queen, my rib, my BM. Oh, dip. She forgot the mic.
What's up, guys?
Oh, dip.
My bad.
And we got our number one fan.
Yes.
Who is off camera.
Yes.
Looking at his black and whites. It is
yes,
Big Eye.
Applause. Hey, shout out to Isaac.
Looking
the
at
cutest
us.
baby ever.
So y'all might hear him cooing in the background.
Yes, and we're gonna see how long we can go without.
Word. We're gonna try to make
crying.
it quick. We're gonna try to make it quick and give game.
Yes.
This is the Influence Podcast. We focus on growing our relationship with God, our relationship with self, and our relationship with people. And as a constant reminder, as always, you don't need 1 million followers to be an influence.
Nope.
Don't fall for the deception.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
We're gonna try to help our couples out there, some marriages, dating couples, actual boyfriend, girlfriends, those who are in situationships. I'm praying for you.
Right.
I'm gonna just say that straight off the bat. But yeah, so me and my wife, I actually read this book a while back, but
You have to show the book.
oh yeah, my bad.
Oh, and my drink of the pod
Oh my
is
goodness,
water. Pure
Agua.
life water.
Pure life.
The best
So,
thing. So it's called
Men are from Mars and women are from Venus.
Yes.
This book is straight up fire.
Yep.
Straight
it's
up
by
fire.
John Gray with a PhD.
Now, when I first read it, I felt like it was anointed. I felt the Lord really blessed this man and gave him perspective.
Yeah.
So
it is a very good read.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah. And as me and you went through it, it's like, yeah, we could kind of see.
Yeah, we're so different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what the
are.
book is trying to drive home. And so we felt like, yeah, basically picking up what the author was getting at is just trying to show the differences in how men move and how women move. And if we can respect those differences and approach the relationship situations, conversations with understanding of these differences, then maybe, just maybe,
Yeah.
everything will be all right.
We can have a perfect balance.
Yeah, exactly. So we're hoping that we'll give you some pointers. Obviously, go get the book yourself.
Yes, it's a
read
good book.
it and all of that.
Follow along with us.
Yeah, for real. If you got the book, follow along, and we'll try to make it a series or whatever like that on some book club joint.
Yeah.
But y'all get in the comments and you let us know if we do good with this one. Tell us to keep it going.
Right. Or put a thumbs up.
Right. All right, Big Eye. My son is looking right at us.
He
know the
is.
vibes.
He's like, ooh, I'm tapped in.
He said, talk that talk. Give the truth. So we're in chapter 2.
Yeah, chapter 1 is just like a overview.
A thesis.
Yeah.
Of what he's like
gonna get into.
overview of what he's about to get into. So this
Bae, did you hear what I? No, I heard him take a dump.
Oh man.
I think. Sorry, y'all. Our son loves to scare us and like just start choking out of nowhere and spitting up, and
Yo,
what is happening?
What is happening right now?
Are you okay, Isaac? Isaac.
All right. He's back to normal. Well, you just got a quick dose of what life is like with a newborn. If you haven't seen that pod, go ahead and check that out.
Oh, Lord.
Oh. So the author gives for men this thing. Oh, matter of fact, I'll start with the scenario. So have you ever had a situation, fellas, I know y'all definitely gonna feel me on this one, but a situation in which your girl comes up to you and she is unloading everything about her day or whatever happened at the job or whatever it is like that, right? And clearly it's a problem. So what do? You go ahead and try to give her the solutions, or you try to yo, you should do this or you should do that, without whatever, right? And then she spaz on you. Ladies, I know in that moment y'all might be looking for something from your man where it's like, that's not what I was looking for. Yes. So clearly there is a difference or misunderstanding, probably misunderstanding of what's supposed to happen from that other person, or just expectations that your needs are supposed to be met. But on the fellas, we think we're meeting that need, but we're not. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But it comes based on how we're wired. And for y'all are wired a different way. So y'all have an expectation for us to come to that situation how the ladies would approach it.
Yes, but wait. We have I just had a brain freeze.
So I'll go into
Okay, but you have to say like for everyone how y'all are from Mars and we're from Venus, like the difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so the reason for that situation is because, as the book is titled, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus.
Venus is a nice place over here. It's beautiful. Lovely. Smells good. It smells good.
I'm sure it does.
It smells really good.
Did y'all build anything over?
We just on vibes. Everything is aesthetically pleasing.
Vibes and smells. Anyway, I'm just but the reason for that is, like the book is saying, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. So on Mars, on the man's planet, the reason why we approach that situation is because men, we are looking to solve problems. Especially a man that loves his woman. I'm not trying to hear you go through what you're going through. Now, it could be two things. I just don't want to hear you going through it, like genuinely, like, dang, that sucks. Or,
what do you mean you don't want to hear me going through it?
Yeah, like, so I'm trying to give you the solution so you don't got to deal with it no more.
But we don't want a solution.
Exactly, but I'm giving you the perspective from the man.
Okay, go ahead.
So he's either giving you the solution because in his mind, he's like, yo, I don't want you going through that. Or the other reason. But we're going to go
through it anyways. How are you going to, like,
but if he gives you the solution, if I give you the solution, I'm thinking I'm helping you by ending the problem. So if I give you the advice and you go through with it and it works, problem solved.
True, I guess.
Or he's giving you it so he can stop hearing you talk because he don't care.
Well, if you don't care, then just be quiet.
But then he got to hear you talk about it some more and some more and some more.
And it's and it's so funny when I be unloading or like listen, when.
Before you even get to that, fellas, with my wife, when she, babe, I already know what time it is.
Babe.
I already know what it is. Followed by a sigh. I already know she about to dump on me.
Okay, it's so funny how like you'll be you'll be giving me advice and stuff. You'll be like, I'm not even gonna give you advice anymore. You're like, I'm gonna just like check out of it. I'm gonna just listen and stuff. And then I'll like explain a problem or something. And then I'm like, babe, what should I do? Like, it's like I'm asking you, like, I want the advice, but it's like I don't want the solution or the advice.
Or you don't want to do the solution. I guess me answering or giving you the advice is like, oh, he's locked in.
Yeah, it makes me feel like you care.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, on Mars, from a man's perspective, it's I'm loving you by giving you a solution. Because I don't want to hear about that coworker that was talking crazy. How should you next time you need blah 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 blah. You need to do this, you need to do that. Like,
but I don't let them.
You don't want that. But in a man's head, it's like, yo, I'm trying to help you.
But life on Venus is different.
It's different.
It's
exactly.
way different.
So with us, how we're wired is to find the solution, and we usually don't. And as the book goes in further detail, is like with men, this whole talk stuff out. Nah, we not trying to really talk our feelings out. What's there's a problem? We don't want to talk about it. What's the solutions? That's the only conversation. But as you said, on Venus, life is much different. Go ahead and go into it.
It's a lot different. As like in the book, it explains how women on Venus are more relationship oriented, and how we like to express goodness, love, and care, and it's just like Venus is a warm place, like where we listen. Y'all, I don't know, like if y'all are on TikTok, like we listen and we don't judge. Like,
oh Lord, I heard about that one.
That's what life on Venus is like. We listen, but we don't judge.
Do y'all really not judge?
We do judge, but we don't let the other woman know we're judging.
Because I heard on Venus, it's a lot of talk behind people's backs.
That's true. It's a lot
fake
of gossip.
Friendships.
That's true. Depending on your circle, that is very true. Women are very conniving, and yes. But on a perfect Venus,
relationships over there because
you've never been on Venus, so
I'm just saying,
stay on your Mars. Stay on your Mars.
That's just what they said on Mars, that within Venus, they'll end a friendship over anything.
That's true. It's very fragile. You have to walk very soft on Venus. And we're more like, we like to, it's like women like to help too, though. Like,
yeah,
we do, but
y'all
in a
really
different way. I don't know. It's more in like it's more in like what's the word? Affirming way. Like, yeah, that sucks, man. Like, y'all are more like Mr. Fix It, but I feel like women, like a woman to a woman is more like, if I tell you a problem and stuff, you're like, yeah, man, that really sucks. Like, I feel you. Yeah. Like, you're not crazy. I would have done the same thing. Yeah. But like on Mr. Fix It, y'all want to hold us accountable.
I didn't even explain that. The Mr. Fix It cap. That's what he calls it.
Well,
Mr.
chapter
Fix
2,
It.
we're all over the place.
Yeah, we just go on.
Mr. Fix It and the Home Improvement Committee.
That's the chapter. But for the man, he says that we put our Mr. Fix It cap on.
Yes.
That's the situation. So my bad.
It's just
that's my
too
fault.
much. It's just too much.
So in that scenario I gave, the man is giving advice, but he's putting his Mr. Fix It cap on.
And women want to be reaffirmed. Yeah. Like, we don't want to know we tripping. Tell us that later. Oh, tell us that when we calm down.
Lie to me. It's giving lies and deception.
Like, tell me that I'm not crazy. Tell me that I was right. And then when things is more calm and I'm asking you for it, then like that's when you like, okay, then you like tell me what is what. Like, women don't want to be held accountable.
I gotta hold you accountable.
Yes, and that's
I have to.
One thing about Dante, he gonna hold me accountable. He gonna tell me what is what.
I can't let you figure eight skate. This ain't the Olympics. Okay, so back to your point about
to air it out.
Women give advice too, and the book also goes into detail that it calls women the home improvement.
Yeah.
So,
and offering unsolicited advice and criticism.
Yeah.
I'm guilty.
So
I'm guilty.
With y'all like to,
like, for example, there's an example in here where Mary and Tom was driving and Tom got lost going to a party. And so Mary Mary suggested that he call for help. And then Tom got real silent because he wanted to figure it out himself and like be lost.
So
I don't know.
I already know, fellas, y'all already know what it is in that situation. But the reason why it's different is because with a man,
and then his upsetness lasted the whole evening. That sounds like my husband. That sounds like my husband. He will hold it and he will let it affect him.
Isaac, you see how mommy's going crazy?
He'll get over it. He's not going to hold it for long, but he going to hold it.
You see what I'm talking about, though?
This sounds exactly like Lydia and Dante.
I just want you to know the truth about your mother.
And in here it says from her side,
you see it first.
She was saying, I love and care about you. So I am offering you this help. I am trying to help you. But from your side, what did you hear? Read it.
I don't need to read it.
I
don't need to read it because I'm going to tell you exactly what Tom was feeling. Was it Tom?
Yeah, Tom.
So, fellas, ladies, what we feel is because a man's natural nature is he wants to lead. You know, even for me, like I told you when we was dating, like I don't need the extra commentary or criticism because I've already played it in my head. I already know I messed up. Yeah. So
if I want to get under my husband's skin,
that just get me mad tight because I already know. And it's not that you don't have a natural like
no, I get it.
It's the extras like I'm like, yo, I don't need
trait.
that.
No,
I'm
not
need
lie.
that.
It's my toxic trait.
So
I'm working on it.
The reason why what we hear is really that, oh, you don't believe in me. So what happens on Mars is there's, you know, your ego or whatever it is like that. Like hurt. As a man, I'm supposed to in
know
this
everything.
situation, I'm supposed to know where to go.
Yeah.
Nah, I got it. I don't need no help because I ain't asked for it. So also on Mars, asking for help is a last resort as a man.
Yeah.
Now, for me, that's not the case, and as you know, because if I ain't got it, I'm not gonna sit here and waste a day trying to figure it out. No, I ain't got it, and I know somebody that do.
Yeah, no, you're very good at that, but I don't think like most men are good at it. But you're good at, and I was telling you yesterday, like you're really good at, like if you don't know the answer, or like you need help, or you're very good at seeking wisdom. You're very good at like asking, for help and stuff like that. But yeah. But so, earlier in the dating, we had to.
Yeah, because she wanted me to just take a little more of, go ahead and go fail, then ask.
Yeah, like at least get to the point where you're like, you've exhausted all options.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't trying to fail. You feel me? Why waste that time?
It builds character.
But so that's the thing. That's the thing where it's like, as a man,
is the door unlocked?
No.
Oh, yo, I'm tripping.
You can check it.
Okay.
So as a man, it's like, yo, we don't want that unsolicited advice, or we don't want. We just want you to believe or feel like, nah, yeah, my man got it all under control. He got the answer.
But what if we don't feel like that?
If you don't,
what if we're
like
actually
that?
Genuinely concerned? What if he was driving around?
You the passenger, like, this dude done made this turn 5 times. When will he realize we lost?
Like, what if we're genuinely concerned?
Golly, bro. We done ran around the corner 6 times and you still ain't realized this is the same gas station.
And you driving like you confident.
No, I got it.
Like, nah, no, bro, turn this car around.
You don't got it.
Put the maps on. Like,
so I think our situation as to why we're not always receptive to it is because in our hearts it's like, nah, I'm a man, I'm supposed to know this, I'm supposed to figure it out, I gotta figure it out. I felt it where it's like, dang, if I ain't got the answer or a solution to certain things, it makes me feel a little bit weird, because I'm like, dang, like, I remember one time I had a flat tire and I couldn't fix the flat, and I was all in my feelings because I couldn't fix a flat. My granddad knew how to do it. My dad knew how to do it. My uncle knew how to do it. And I'm just sitting there looking like a goof.
You're from New York. You get a pass.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
But for me, and mind you, I've never driven before. And so I don't even know what to do in a moment of a flat tire because I've been on the buses all my life. Mm-hmm. But still in that situation, my manhood felt like it was, exactly, because I didn't have the solution.
Oh, so, keep going. It's okay. I was just looking.
You okay?
Oh Lord.
Here we go. Blue stick.
Do what you do.
Blue stick. Help him get to a special place.
I just don't understand with babies. If you're tired, go to sleep. It's okay. But babies want to be in the perfect position, the perfect rocking motion, the perfect atmosphere.
For real.
And you have to continue it. Don't stop.
For real.
You got to keep going until they knocked out. Like,
he might want to get his diaper changed or something.
Yeah, maybe. I think he might have pooped, actually.
Yeah. So, for you, have you ever felt like you've come to... I think I tried to listen
You gotten better.
I try to listen to you and not give advice.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
especially with was it the job, like not the job I'm at now, but like the last job. Was that when I was like, I just want you to listen? When did it come to that point where I was like, just listen?
I don't remember, man.
I do remember we had that conversation where you would be like trying to help me out. And I'm like, I cannot remember. Oh, I cannot remember.
It probably was there because you had a lot
stuff
going on with management, and then.
Yeah. Or was it family? Where I just wanted you to listen.
I don't know.
I do remember there was a time where you would be trying to fix it and stuff like that. And I'm like, I just want you to listen and like.
Yeah. And it's hard. It was hard, but I feel like what got me to, I guess what got it a little bit better was, I guess, like I said, when you babe, that's like a cue to me that, okay, she's about to unload. And I don't know. Sometimes it really depends.
Yeah.
It really depends. Because if you're telling me how you feel, most times I'm going to listen and then I'll help you unpack.
Right.
Oh, you feel like that? All right, so why you feel like that?
Yeah.
So most times when she does the babe, it's I feel like this, or am I, or you'll ask me a question. Right. So now I know I have to answer the question.
That's true.
You know, but
you wait for the opportunity to open up. And also I think a word of advice for men is like, I'm having brain freeze. It's crazy. A word of advice for men is like when your girl is like venting to you, like don't make her feel like she's in that moment. Well, kind of like what I said earlier, but like don't make her feel like she's the problem. Like make it feel like you could challenge her in different ways, but don't like say, well, you did this or why did you do that or something like that. Like don't like get her to be defensive, because then she's going to shut down, because she's going to feel like you're not on her side and you don't support her and stuff like that. And women are very like feelings based, and like we want you to be empathetic and stuff like that. Like in that moment, you sis. Like I know we don't want you to be sis all the time, but like when she's venting, you sis. Just put sis hat on and just be our sis.
And I totally, I get it.
Yeah.
Because I've come to learn that, you want your feelings affirmed.
Yeah.
So it's like, before I can even give you the advice, I need you to feel like you're not tripping.
Yeah. And
that's primary, number one thing.
Yes.
But if you are tripping.
Well, right. Well,
I gotta be honest.
Just like,
it's
like you have to check how you say it. You have to
to
figure out what like makes her defensive and what like makes her not defensive. Like how to approach it. And every woman is different. So you just have to like, that's why you got to study your woman and stuff like that to see like what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah.
And according to the book, it says a way to like a way of learning to listen and like how to like for y'all are called Martians.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, Martians to like relate to
Venezuelans, I think.
Venezuelans. I don't know.
We just fellas, ladies.
Right. Like if a woman is venting to you, like a way to like practice listening to her is to listen without offering solutions. Wait, I lost it.
Well, I think a good way to practice it would be to ask.
Listen. No. Oh, God.
Like to ask, do you want my advice?
Yeah, that's like another good way.
So if I know you about to unload, or after you finish unloading, do you want my advice? Or do you want my perspective? Mm-hmm. Nah, you already listened. That's all I need. All right, cool.
Yeah. You need a hug? Like, are you okay? Like,
yeah. Or before you unload, all right, you about to unload. Was it? I thought I heard some.
We hearing things.
Yes, I'm losing my mind. So before you unload, I can ask you, listen, are you gonna want my advice? What are you looking for from me? You need me to just listen? Yeah, I need you to just listen. All right, cool. So now I already know.
Yeah.
Open ears, closed mouth.
Right. And it also says a way of honoring another Venezuelan is to listen patiently with empathy, seeking truly to understand the other's feelings. So,
but it goes back to your point. Yo, you sis.
You sis.
You sis
That's
at
what
this.
it is.
You sis in this
You
moment.
sis. Like, be my sis.
For real.
Don't be my sis all the time, but
For real.
while I'm venting, you my sis. And then after that, we back to husband and wife.
Word. So
yeah.
that's definitely
Don't do the Mr. Fix
practical.
It, do the sis hat.
So how can women
support men?
Yeah.
When you're venting?
Not necessarily when we're venting, but to the point of like back to the giving advice thing. Well, honestly, unsolicited advice isn't wanted on either front. Nobody wants unsolicited advice because it's just like, I guess even us sometimes if we're talking, it's just to unload as well.
You do
because
like
sometimes
to unload.
Like and we've been feeling it with our parents. Listen, there's sometimes when you're talking to your parents. And you just trying to give them like, listen, this is what I'm going through. Yeah, Next thing you know, they hit you with a sermon,
a solution-based sermon. Like, no, I don't want this. It makes you check out so fast that you're gonna be thinking about everything else in the world and like tuning them out. Like,
so I guess even as a man, it's like, yo, I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. I'm not even trying to find solutions.
I want empathy
because I already looked for them.
Yeah, and the huge thing is empathy, like being empathetic and like being like understanding what someone else is going through and putting yourself in their shoes and being like, yeah, dang, like that's like that sucks. Like, genuinely not you need to acknowledge your feelings and then maybe later go into solution based. Like, don't do solution based like your first resort. Like, that's just not it at all. It's gonna make someone like check out and like literally tune you out.
And then also sometimes us as men, when you don't accept the advice, now we feel a type of way. And I think he went into that in the book as well, where it's like, if you reject the game I'm giving or the advice I'm giving, now I'm feeling like you're not accepting me. But it's because you were never looking for the advice to begin with. So as a man, we can sometimes shut down because it's like, yo, because in our head, I'm loving you. I'm trying to support you. Yeah. So now, all of a sudden, you don't want the advice. All right, you know what, whatever. Yeah. You figure it out on your own.
Yeah, and that's not a good way to approach it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, because we are two different, we are like two different like minds. Like, we think completely different. We move different. You just have to like understand how the man or the other we call species?
Other gender.
Yo,
babe. Yo.
The other gender is like how we're different. Like, that we don't think the same and stuff like that. We don't think
the same. We're not programmed the same.
Yeah.
And honestly, these differences are not bad.
They aren't. They make
time and place.
Yeah. And it like, once you find that balance and like how to talk to each other, it creates a really good like balance. And obviously it's not always gonna be perfect. Like, you're always learning and stuff, but it does help like learning each other and talking to each other.
Exactly.
Like, when you understand the differences. Yeah. That makes sense. And also like something that I just thought of, like the frustrations with like job searching and stuff like that. Like, it's nice when the other person is going through the same thing. It makes you feel like you definitely not tripping, and like just venting and like getting it all out. Yeah, is really nice. Like when we vent about like our jobs and stuff.
Yeah. For real. Well,
Isaac,
guys,
we're at the. We didn't do the like the examples and stuff.
You want to hit him off with a few? Cause I don't think he's gonna let us get off anything else. Cause he said, I need to be heard.
So unless I get him, do you want to keep? What time are we at?
I'm scared that when you pick him up, you're gonna see something on his back,
and we might really have to end it.
So
I can get him and you read them, and then we have to give the like this. Like, for people to try.
All right, so
do you want to like just some examples? Isaac, do you want mommy to hold you?
So the book tries to.
Y'all might get a special appearance from Isaac.
It tries to explain in these 2 points the common mistakes is that a man tries to change a woman's feelings when she is upset by becoming Mr. Fix-It and offering solutions to her problems that invalidate her feelings. And then a woman tries to change a man's behavior when he makes mistakes by becoming the home improvement committee and offering unsolicited advice. So that's where, the big guy. Now, what was that? Was that your phone? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Y'all bear with us. Bear with us. Hopefully he's not all in your mic.
You want to give the people some advice?
I thought he was about to bless y'all with something. But so yeah, it gives that.
What were you said about the examples, or what were you talking about?
Ooh, I like this point too. Back to he actually addressed that. All right.
Should he be looking at the light like this?
Probably not.
Isaac, you don't need to be looking so intensely at that light.
Oh, all right. So as a man, fellas, these are some things. It is a list of 23 different things that we may say. And I had marked some of them.
Did poop, I think.
He did. Oh, Lord. So, fellas, don't say this. When she trying to unload, don't say you shouldn't worry so much. That's an invalidation. Right. She's not looking for that. Don't say, why don't you just do it? If she's talking to you about, I'm thinking about going after this job. Why don't you just do it?
That's insensitive. Well, I don't know about insensitive.
Another one. How can you say that? How can you say that? Last week I spent the whole day with you. We had a great time.
Dang. Okay.
Now that one, I feel
you've done that
one.
To me.
I definitely
when we was dating,
I was hitting you with that so much. That
irritated me so much about you. Like you'd be like, we spent 8 hours together. That's a whole work shift. I'm not work. What are you talking about? A work shift? Okay, and
listen,
I want 24 hours.
Listen, you can't have it.
Talking about we spent 8 hours. We spent 8 hours together. That's like a whole work shift.
You wasn't my wife.
Okay,
you couldn't get the 24. No. You couldn't get the 24.
But why are you comparing our time to a work shift?
Because I wasn't trying to.
That's not putting it into perspective at all.
I wasn't trying to say
so
you
now
will work.
Now you clocking our time? Now you clocking our time. Like, no.
Listen, no. I was trying to explain that, I've been here for quite some time. Especially,
but comparing it to work is crazy work.
When I got there, when I was leaving. So that's what I was telling you. I've been here all day. I need to go. So it wasn't that I was comparing you to work. I was just saying but the example, it's time for me to go. It didn't matter what I was presenting to you.
Am I tripping? You wouldn't want to hear that about fellas, you wouldn't want to hear that. You wouldn't want to hear that I'm a work shift.
It wouldn't have mattered how I presented it. You said you wanted the 24 hours.
He wasn't gonna give it to me.
You wasn't gonna get it. Guess we had a stalemate. Fellas, don't say, look, there's nothing we could do about it.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I think it's and then how you say that too is gonna be dismissive.
Yeah, unless you've weighed all your options and talked about all your options. It's hey, we just can't. It's not much to do from here. Yeah. Then it's but don't. That's not your first resort.
Oh, this one. Why do you let people treat you that way? Forget them.
Well, yeah, that's pretty trash.
Straight from the mouth of babes.
Yeah. Wait, say that one again.
Why do you let people treat you that way? Forget them.
Yeah, forget them.
Hey, cool.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad. What do you think is bad about it?
I'm trying to think of what she could have said to the guy.
Oh, this is for women to men?
No, this is men saying it to women.
I don't think it's bad.
You don't think that invalidates
Why do you let them treat? No, because it's kind of saying like you're worth more than. It's kind of
Okay.
like you're worth more than that. It's like an underlying compliment, low key. Because it's like, why are you letting them treat you like that? Well, it depends on like your tone and how you say it, placement of words. It depends on the situation.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be mad at it if I heard it from you, because it's like, yeah, why do I let them treat me that way? I'm worth more than that.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
forget them. Yeah, forget them. Right, Isaac? Right, Isaac? He's just like,
Yo, we trying to wrap it up. I promise.
Okay.
All right, another
oh,
one.
look at Bay.
He about to go to sleep. Another one. If you're not happy, then we should just get a divorce. Good Lord Almighty.
I mean,
Or for y'all boyfriend and girlfriend, if you're not happy, then maybe we just need to break up.
yeah, that's a rough one, but it sometimes
That one is invalidating
it
because it
is.
depends. You might just be saying like, "Yo, like I feel like we're not spending enough time."
Yeah.
Listen, I spent time with you all day yesterday. Listen, if you're not happy,
Yeah, and then
listen, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
When all you are really trying to
Yeah,
express
that's
is,
true.
"I enjoy your company,
Mhm.
and I hate when you leave."
Right, but you're taking it as like I'm not
Like
happy.
it's not enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just forget about the whole marriage.
Yeah. This one, fellas, this one is, I don't care how you do it. It's always going to be invalidation. Of course I care about you. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. Yeah.
Because you hit me with that. I feel like you don't care. I feel like you don't consider me. What do you mean I don't consider you? Of course I consider you.
Yeah, we want you to go in
like,
depth.
What are you talking about?
Like,
That's what I don't do. That's ridiculous. I be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. And then you list
So
all the things you do.
I do
and it's like,
I'm guilty. But
I don't think that's bad. I mean,
but it's just like, it's because in our head we just like, what are you talking about? How do I not care about you?
Yeah.
What made you jump to that?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't think that's like the worst.
Yeah.
But I do like when you like elaborate on why you care about me. And then saying it's ridiculous, yeah, that's a little too much. Isaac, are we putting you to sleep? He said it's time to wrap this up.
So for women, ladies, I didn't, clearly because this wasn't, my jank, but I guess I'll just read a couple. Ladies, you may think it's harmless criticism, but it might not come off that way to the fellas.
Let's see.
All right, so those dishes are still wet. They'll dry. They'll dry with spots.
Unsolicited advice. Is that unsolicited advice?
That's
or criticism.
I guess harmless criticism is what he put it as.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that.
Remember, these little things can add up to create big walls of resistance and resentment.
I can see that because it's like at least say thank you for doing the dishes, I guess, or stuff like that.
There's a parking spot over there. Turn the car around. My wife gonna get me on the parking spot. God forbid I make her walk 20 steps.
I be tight, like, yo, you could have just parked over there.
Yo, God forbid I get a little bit too far from the target. I mean, damn. Let's keep it rolling.
Yes, I don't like that. Because it's like, I don't want to be walking that far, even though I know it's good for you. But
you want to spend time with your friends. What about me?
I am so guilty. Not the friends part, but I am so guilty. I need to do better.
You should spend more times with the kids. They miss you.
Yeah.
That's because he's saying that in some of these statements, the advice or criticism is hidden.
Oh.
That's not. That wasn't advice. That was a criticism.
Because that's what you don't like about, like, sometimes how I'll say stuff, and it's like what I said wasn't wrong, but you're looking at the underlying like tone and
I'm looking at the energy
of it.
Yeah, like, and what I mean by the energy is like, I've heard you say some of these claims already too many times, so I know at this point you're not really saying it
as a help.
You're saying it to try to poke me.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I get it.
You're driving too fast. Slow down or you get a ticket. I mean, that one, hey, listen, man, keep money in my pocket,
I'm guilty.
You only said that one time to me, and that was when I was driving us to the hospital. And at that moment, I didn't give a damn.
Really? I said that?
Yeah.
Oh,
He told me not to drive too fast.
Oh, yeah, because you was
He's like,
pushing
babe,
like 100.
I do not want us getting pulled
Yeah.
over.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
trying
I
to get
did.
us to the spot.
Right. No, but you don't like when I like offer driving advice in the car.
But there's a whole, again, go get the book and all of that.
It's a
but
good one.
This I like this point that he brought up. A man wants to make improvements when he feels he is being approached as the solution to a problem rather than the problem itself. So some of these is like, yeah, you're trying to say I'm the problem.
You don't like that.
With some of these like things that he
it.
put down. Don't put that there. It will get lost.
Is this wet?
Well, nah.
You don't. It's okay.
Yeah.
You said don't put that there; it'll get lost.
Yeah, that's one of the
like making you feel like you're
list.
a child or something.
Yeah, because it's not a. Well, honestly, now I'm hearing it. I'm just like, if you would have said that to me,
it really depends on the context and the whole.
Yeah, the relationship.
Yeah,
you know your ladies, you know your man,
and figure out how to talk to your partner.
Yes,
that's a huge one. Like figure out what triggers him, what makes him defensive, what like makes him feel loved, like stuff like that. You really have to study your partner and like just like figure out just figure them out, like because these are not like. I don't know. These are subjective.
Like us reading it just sounds silly.
That's why I'm not reacting. Really, I would have to
bad.
I would have to hear it in like a whole conversation, and then I'll be like,
you can't just pluck these out of context. You need to actually hear it.
Yeah,
you need to see what led up
energy,
to it. Yeah,
see all that. Cause it don't sound as bad.
Word. So he gave some like practical steps or practical things in that chapter. So, again, go get the book. I think it's going to be very helpful for married couples, boyfriend, girlfriends, dating, or whatever it is you in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But for fellas, he said that whenever, he said for just to practice listening whenever a woman speaks with the sole intention of respectfully understanding what she's going through. So don't put that cap on. Keep it off.
Put the sis cap on.
You sis in that moment. What? She did what? Nah, babe. She was wildin'. Like you gotta gas her.
But don't put it on too long. Yeah. You're not sis for real.
For real. Because at some point,
temporarily.
Word.
Until she's over it, then don't do too much.
So yeah, practice biting your tongue in the urge of, yo, you should do this, and all for the ladies, practice restrain from giving unsolicited advice or criticism. Mm-hmm. So that's the two joints. Yep. And with that being said,
our son is asleep, and so that means it's time for us to go to sleep.
It's time for us to get off this. You know what I'm saying? We hope this was a blessing. Yeah. We had fun. I had fun.
That was really fun. I like that.
On some book club joint, you feel me?
It was a nice, it gave us things to talk about. Yeah. I like that.
So if you got to this point, hit the like, hit the subscribe, turn your bell notification on. As always, it's for you and yours. Definitely share. Let us know what you liked. Let us know if you relate. You know what I'm saying? And if you actually have put these things into practice, how it actually benefited you with your relationship.
Because we're still definitely a work in progress.
For real. I'm still working.
Yeah, and I'm excited to talk about the next chapter. What's the next chapter? Little
next
preview,
chapter.
Little sneak peek.
Ah!
Hurry.
Oh, actually, it was already on it. Oh. I don't think I'm going to make it, babe.
Okay, you got it. Just the title.
Men go to their caves and women talk.
Ooh.
You already know that's about to be fire. So y'all stay tuned. Stay up. Stay blessed as always. Peace and love, and may the Lord be with you.
Bye, guys.
You dig?